Welcome in, Taurus. This is Intuitive Venetian. I am here to do your weekly reading for the next 7 to 10 days. I did the weekly read late for last week, so this is still in the middle, so the whole collective reading is still in place for you if you want to watch that again. That was done on Monday. We are going to use Wisdom of the Oracle. All readings are free and timeless, and for entertainment purposes only. And in the end, you have free will and final say in your own lives. So no matter what is said in a tarot or oracle reading of any kind, you can change the outcome at any time because you have all the answers inside of you, Taurus. All right. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me comments, let me know how your week is going, how we're doing. I'm bullying up and getting ready to use this Wisdom of the Oracle deck because it's still relatively new to me, and again, I've avoided using this deck a couple of times because it is. So I've been practicing, studying it a little bit. I mean, I really love the deck. I get a lot of what the storyline is, but sometimes it's hard for my intuition to work with it at the same time. So let's give it a try this week, Taurus. Hopefully all went well in the last week or so with the last reading I did was with tarot cards. This week we are using oracle cards. So let us get started with your reading, Taurus. All readings should be about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm also going to do TikTok readings with tarot cards this week. And then at the end of both sets of 12 readings, I will do a live on TikTok, and I will do a video here for the collective again, just to see. But notice this week, I may also do a separate week on YouTube for the full moon this week, and Mercury is going direct, which means things will stop feeling like they're going backwards and the end of the world isn't coming, okay? I know some things feel like that, but I know I've been feeling really, really crazy myself the last couple of days, and the Schumann resonance, if any of you are following along with that information, is driving me crazy with the spikes. Yesterday, I slept not at all. I'm telling you, not. 24 hours went by and I was still awake. I could not sleep. I was laying in that bed, my whole body was aching, and the heaviness. So do expect that you will still feel that for the rest of this 7 to 10 day reading. We are falling into the middle of August here. Your first card is a message in the bottle. Message in the bottle, number 15, which is also 6, a sign of moving forward. Message in the bottle means there is something there that you need to know, and it is meant for you to figure out as well, and I will go back to that in the book as far as the guidance goes. We also have received the Fork in the Road card, number 13. Okay, the Fork in the Road. I think we all know what a fork in the road is. It means you have to make a decision, but you are still faced with not having all the information yet, Taurus, okay? And I used to take this one as a sign, tick-tock, time's running out. I used to take it literally as I needed to do something on TikTok. I am doing things on TikTok, yes I am. I am also trying to monetize on YouTube, so I need to do more videos here as well. But for you, Taurus, TikTok means you definitely are feeling like either time is going backwards or you are running out of time on something that you're focusing on this week. And with that fork in the road, a decision will have to be made. So you're feeling a bit uptight maybe. But you received the blessed card, number 22, master number. So you are also very blessed. So tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. I used to do this to my kids, tick-tock. Alright, so we have a message in the bottle, a fork in the road, tick-tock, tick-tock, and blessed. So, you are being blessed with something you weren't expecting. That's what this message in the bottle is about. co-create. So this is about manifestation, co-creating. So you are working with the universe to build something for your life, and you are manifesting your desires that way. So maybe you are like me with the manifestation music on at night, not only trying to get your sleep and your rest and recovery in, but you are also trying to bring to life those things you wish to have. Come to the edge is the next card. Taurus. Coming to the edge is kind of like the Fool card, all right? You're ready to take a leap because you are already working with your universe, right? You are already feeling blessed and grateful. This is something you need to do on a regular basis, okay? You need to feel grateful for what you have, no matter what you don't have. It doesn't matter, okay? And I know that feels like a double-edged sword, but it really doesn't matter, because if you don't have it, you don't need it. And if you have something that you want and don't need it and it doesn't come, it's not because you're not worthy of having it. It just means that other things are more important that need to be in your life right now to teach the lessons, to learn the story, to guide whoever you work with, build with, your family. Clean it up. Number 21. And clean it up card. Here we are. Have a good laugh. Right? The clean it up card is talking about freedom from burden, right? Cleaning the energies as a metaphor, right? So clearing the energy within you instead of being negative, trying to be positive, being grateful for what you already have so more will come, and those kind of things. Stop being so helpful to everybody else, Taurus. I know you want to help everyone and talk to everyone and grow and do all the right things and make people feel good about themselves, but what about you? You got to learn to take care of you, too. Then you can have what you need. And in some sense, sometimes cleaning up means just that. Clean it up. I've spent the whole week. I rearranged the living room. I cleaned my room. I dusted. I rearranged my crystals and stones, and I cleaned all those up, trying to rearrange the energy in my windows and my altar table. I still have a couple of things I want to do, but those are just some examples. I mean, just basic housework every week makes your house feel like positive shit is flowing, right? I also use a lot of incense. I use sage. I use Palo Santo. This is just an example of Palo Santo. It is very protective, and as you burn it, the scent cleans and clarifies the air and removes the negativity. So the new life card is next in your life, Taurus. New life. And with your new life, you're having new ideas and you're feeling renewed. So after cleaning it up, right? After cleaning it up, tick-tock, tick-tock, you realize that it's okay to say no. You realize it's okay to take care of you first. You realize that the reason you are feeling overwhelmed is because you are making somebody else's responsibilities yours, and they're not. It's a hard swallow, Taurus, sometimes, but children have to grow up. Family has to separate. And at some point, that's going to make you feel like nobody cares. And that isn't the case, okay? As a parent, if your children grow up and they have children of their own and you become a grandparent, that's an amazing thing, that you're no longer needed like the mom anymore in their lives, because now they're adults. They're paying their own bills. We at least hope they are. They're paying their own bills. They're living their own lives. They have their own places. Their family is now multiplied with having babies, and him and her situation has expanded the family that way too. So you, as the mom or dad, might feel left out. You might feel like you're not as important as you used to be. You're not needed anymore. Those things couldn't be furthest from the truth, and I want you to understand that. As a parent, I felt those things. I did. And I want you to understand, Taurus, that it's time for you to live now. And I don't know about you, but I know I've felt very distant from what I ever wanted and what I needed and what I thought I was going to do with my life. And it's not exactly where I thought I would be at this point either. So it makes me feel like they don't need me anymore. They don't need me anymore. Isn't that great? Let's be real about this. You don't want your kids to need you at this point. If they're in their 20s or well on their way, they're having babies and they have their own home, they have their own house, they shouldn't need you for anything if you did everything right. And nobody does everything right, but if you've raised your kids to be loving, responsible, productive units of the world, they won't need you in any other way but to share time and love and experiences with you. They shouldn't need you in any other way. You're not going to spank them if they swear at 30 years old. They're all grown up. Mom, you got to cut the cord and let them go. And when they need you, they know where you are. And I know that a lot of people don't understand those feelings, the empty nest syndrome, Taurus. You can feel that without being a parent, though I want you to understand that. If you were married and you're now divorced, or you're separated, or you broke up, or whatever happens, you can feel very empty from that too, because now all of the things that you were living for isn't there anymore. And now what do I do? Kind of stuck where I'm at as far as I'm building, I'm growing, I'm doing the things I've always wanted to do, but there's still something missing, right? So I feel like an observer. And this card is a very good card for us this week, Taurus. No matter what your sign is, cross watchers and whoever, just be an observer. Just see your surroundings. Go put your feet in the grass outside and just breathe in the fresh air. Don't worry about things. Give yourself a break. Your focus this week should be on cleaning it up and then enjoying the cleanness of it, right? Focus on new life ideas. What are you going to do? An auspicious sign for respect, for love. The learning process of being single or being a couple. Because it is different no matter who you are with. It is different. You can't compare one relationship to another, or friendship, or anything else, a job even, okay? So new ideas, life feeling renewed now that you've cleaned it up, right? So be an observer. Go take yourself to dinner. You don't need somebody to sit at the table with you to eat, do you? No? Well, make yourself a nice dinner for yourself. So you have leftovers. You can eat it 2 days in a row. Who cares? Do something nice for yourself, Taurus. Yang energy. Motivation. Fired up. You are on the yang side of yin and yang, where you're feeling like you need to grow and you're not really sure what you need to do, but there's no place like home. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for your home? Are you looking for that place where you feel like you belong? Because that's what's going on this week, Taurus. I want you to steadfastly be an observer for the next 7 to 10 days. Do your basic daily shit you gotta do every day. Okay? But observe your surroundings. Watch other people. And see if there isn't something that sets a spark. Sets a spark in your life. Finding some motivation and some creativity and ideas, and then being flexible in what you're doing. You can do more than one thing, you know. You can multitask. Amazing, right? Focus on you this week, Taurus. And then become an observer. Really watch your surroundings and the people you take hold of every day in your life, whether it's at work or the restaurant or it's in your own home. Be an observer. Just listen to the conversations. I've learned a lot of things at my jobs. What you don't see coming, just be you. All that glitters. Just sparkle. Taurus. Please like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely. Catch me on TikTok once I get those readings done. And like, share, and follow over there. Leave me some comments. Let me know what's going on in your life. Let's see what we can do to see it in a better light. Be grateful for what you have. Not everybody has what you do. Until next week, Taurus, Intuitive Niche is out.